Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back. Do you know what time it is? It's Reddit o'clock. I'm so sorry for saying that. I'll never say that again, I promise. But it is undeniably time for another Reddit video. I really enjoy doing this, where I go through the Reddit, see what you've posted, talk about the stuff, answer any questions. It's a good time, you know how we do this. And we got over 200 members. Wait, okay, I need to figure out how to put this mic, because I don't wanna cover hand. We have over 200 members on the Reddit. Let's go. And I do have to say, a tragic day for the Reddit. I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is, you've posted so much stuff on the Reddit that I cannot go through it all in one video. The bad news, therefore, is I'm actually, like a proper YouTuber, going to be going through the top of the month, going down, and getting to as many posts as I can, but I don't think I'll be able to get to everything from the week. From the month. Because you guys post so much, I don't think I'll be able to get through every single response. But thank you guys for posting so much. I mean, it's pretty cool to be a legit YouTuber like that. Anyway, let's get into the Reddit. Just gonna leave this here from See I Told You, and it is in fact Frederick and I at the grave of Olaf the Snowman. This is a tremendous meme for multiple reasons, partly because you got a perfect picture of Freddy, which I'm not sure where this is from, of him crouching. Yeah, basically we do a series on the podcast where we talk about how the two of us would defeat various movie and TV characters in combat, and we went a little extreme on Olaf.
Okay,
we
right.
take the carrot. We stab him in both eyes.
Okay.
And we take the buttons and like...
And make him swallow them until he chokes.
That's so dark. And here we are. Perfect. No, brilliant. I will be giving that a big thumbs up. No. Upvote. How do so many horror directors get hired for superhero movies? Let's look at the list. Sam Raimi, James Wan, David S. Sandberg, James Gunn, Scott Derrickson, Nia DaCosta, Andy Muschietti. Huh. That's actually really interesting. I never really thought about that. I thought of like Scott Derrickson as the one, because Doctor Strange is kind of a bit of a sinister, especially the next one. I think, you know, oh well, he's not even doing the next one, but it has kind of these like sinister tones to it with the magic and the dark magic and all these crazy dimensions. It can have kind of horror-y aspects to it. But in terms of the other ones, that's interesting. I mean, you see horror elements in a lot of these films. Sam Raimi, like in Spider-Man, there are, you know, scary moments like with Doc Ock in the hospital bed. In Aquaman, there's the whole trench thing. Not that like horror is a big effects genre necessarily, but I suppose there is an element of supernatural to a lot of it, building up tension, which I guess could apply to superhero movies. I don't know. That's a really interesting fact, actually. I never thought of that. Ouch. James Gunn says Martin Scorsese's Marvel comments were the only thing that would get him press for his movie. He's creating his movie in the shadow of Marvel. He uses that to get attention. I mean, to be fair, I feel like some of these headlines are a bit taken out of context. Like, I think I saw this, but then I also saw he said, like, also Martin Scorsese's, like, my favorite, you know, director ever, or something like that. Like, I don't think he meant it as, like, a roast. I mean, he certainly isn't creating his films in the shadow of Marvel. That's like saying every movie is being created in the shadow of Marvel, if just Marvel is the biggest franchise, you know? And I don't think he would say that to get... I don't think Martin Scorsese gives enough of a fuck to, like, be saying stuff just to get press for his movie. I think he just says what he thinks. That's fair enough. To quote Freddie from episode 23 of the podcast, "The Duke is in the house." Doesn't surprise me that Freddie would say something like that. And yeah, Winston Duke was cast as Batman in a Batman podcast. Considering I have a podcast, it's a little bit of a shame, but I don't really know how podcasts, like, fiction works. Like, is it like kind of an audiobook sort of thing? I mean, you just like are telling a story. Cause that could be cool. But yeah, Winston Duke, cool voice, I guess. I don't know. I like him. Good shout. Top 10 favorite movies. Has anyone seen them all? I've seen all of these except for Air Force One. And as we've talked about, I think I've seen Back to the Future, but it was so long ago that I can't really remember all of it. This is an excellent piece of fan art from GC Green. What listening to episode 92 of the Poorly Planned Podcast feels like. It is the John Wick poster, but they're all pointing at Olaf. GC Green has come through with some excellent fan art in the past, and he continues to impress to this day. King Shark. Jeez. Hey. And anyone else think that King Shark is like a lovable and kind of sad character? He's constantly trying to impress the squad, just wants to be friends. I'll just read this real quick and paraphrase it. Sorry if you weren't expecting a whole King Shark analysis, but I just thought they were cool details. Yeah, I mean, like I said in my review, he's a very funny character, and he's a very, like, weirdly wholesome character. And I think that's a very James Gunny thing to do, making a character who, I don't know, wouldn't seem out of place on, like, Sesame Street maybe, or someone who's a bit goofy. I'm probably not Sesame Street, but like a goofy, dumb character who people don't really understand, who only has super nice intentions and just wants to be friends, and then making that a shark that rips people in half and eats their faces and stuff. It's that kind of juxtaposition that James Gunn, I mean, he did it with Groot as well, in a way. Yeah, he was a cute character, you know, just wanting friends, and it was a wholesome ending when he, at the end, you know, with Ratcatcher especially, when they were friends. Yeah, a wholesome, great character, who I thoroughly enjoyed, obviously. Excitement for Dune, I'm super excited. I very much enjoy the Denis Villeneuve films that I've seen. Probably not how you pronounce it. Looks great, crazy cast. I can't wait. It's been delayed for 1 billion years now, and I'm very excited to finally see it. Thoughts on this incredible video, 3 years and 11 million views later. Fucking hell, that's crazy. 11 million views. Jeez. I'm still super proud of it. I mean, I haven't watched it since then in full, or really parts of it that much. I guess I spent so long working on it that I don't really want to watch it. And also, I guess part of me might be worried that I watched him like, oh man, this is really bad. Like 11 million people have, like, this is the one piece of work that everyone's seen from me is something that's really bad. I don't think it would be, but I guess maybe that's like a lingering underlying fear. But when I've watched like small parts, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. This is solid. I mean, I knew it would do well. I didn't know it would do this well, but I knew it would do well. So I did also really put in effort to, like, a lot of people are probably going to see this. So you want to, when I was maybe feeling a little lazy, I was like, oh, maybe I'll just skip that. I was like, no, make this part as good as you can. And I mean, 3 years later, I'm still super proud of it. Took a long time, was fun to make. Proud that I made it, I did it, and I'm super happy with the response. I mean, and yeah, might sound kind of egotistical, but it is just cool to have something that has 11 million views, like something that 11 million people have seen, or, you know, people rewatch it, but you know what I mean, a lot of people have seen. That is just cool. That is a cool thing to me. Plus, I don't know if I should say this, but fun fact, this video pretty much single-handedly has financed me for about 3 years. Not single-handedly, but in terms of the money that I've made from YouTube, as a percentage of like what I make each month, still, most of it comes from this video, which is pretty wild. It's 3 hours long, so you know, you can also put some ads on it since it's 3 hours. I don't think there's anything wrong with putting an ad every 20 minutes on something that took you a year to make, you know? And of course there are other videos that also help, but yeah, that has also helped me financially for 3 years, which I also think is cool because I don't feel bad about it. Like, it was a video that was just really lazy and suddenly it blew up, and like it was something that I worked my ass off for, and then I feel like I got a lot of reward from it in terms of, you know, the feeling of completing it that I was happy about, the fact that people enjoyed it, and also the fact that I've gotten, you know, monetary stuff from it. It feels earned. Like, I put a ton of effort into it. So yeah, anyway, very proud of it. I went off a little bit of a rant there. Hey VHL, loved your short film Green Eyes. Do you plan on making more in the future? 100%. Absolutely I do. I mentioned this in my other video. I don't know when, but I have lots of ideas in my head. Most of them right now are very vague ideas. There's nothing concrete, but just I have different shots in my head, different themes that I want to talk about or, you know, explore in film. I'd love to. Probably not one before the end of this year, but who knows? But yeah, definitely. Also, real quick, BHL from the future jumping in here with a little announcement about the short film. Ryan McNeil very coolly has added Green Eyes to Letterboxd. So you can now go to Letterboxd and review Green Eyes and add it to your library. I guess I'm still getting to Letterboxd. I'm not entirely sure everything goes on there, but yeah, it's there if you want to review it. So link in the description. Thank you, Ryan McNeil. That's really cool. And yeah, check it out. I highly recommend this video to BHL and others. It's a movie video about Chef from Mr. Sunday Movies. I think I saw a bit of this. It was from Ben from Canada. Yeah, I'll check that out. Felt like doing this. Yes, I mostly watch animated things. I just tend to gravitate towards that medium more often. No shame in that. Great medium. Yeah, I've really got to watch Spirited Away. I like all of these movies that I've seen as well. Except for War for the Planet of the Apes. Just a personal opinion. Wasn't a fan of that movie, personally. Quick reminder here that if you're enjoying this video, drop a like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on all of this down below, all the Reddit stuff. Also check out my podcast, The Poorly Planned Podcast. Back to the video. What is a movie you will admit is a great film, but also one that you hate, do not enjoy? I'll start. Hereditary. War for the Planet of the Apes. No, I don't think that's a great film. I don't know why I've gone on a rampage for War for the Planet of the Apes. Midsummer. Seven. That would be a good choice. I think any well-made horror thing, with the exception of Get Out, which I also just really enjoy. I know Seven's not a horror thing, but Basically, stuff that's disturbing and horrible to watch, I'm not gonna enjoy. Like, especially horror stuff. So Seven was one of them where it's a great film, tremendous film, but it's so awful and you just feel bad after watching it that I was like, yeah, I'd never watch that again. That was horrible. But it's a great movie. And I feel like even stuff like just depressing real world things. I haven't seen this movie, so I'm not putting it out there, but I've seen, trailers for Son of Saul, which looks like a fantastic film. I definitely should watch it. But it's just a film that it'll make you feel, I imagine. I mean, I haven't seen it, but it looks like an extremely depressing, hard to watch film. And it's just films like that where, yeah, it's a great question because you can know a film is fantastic and you can say like, yeah, it made me feel tons of emotions. It was very effective. It was beautifully made. But you can also be like, yeah, I did not enjoy watching it because it was horribly depressing or it was very scary or it was, this and that. So I'll say Seven as well, though. That's a good one. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers and what podcasts do you listen to? Great question. I'm actually, I say I'm planning on making a video about this. I've been planning on making a video about this for about 3 years, but I can list off a few now. Mr. Sunday Movies would be up there. Big fan. I watch a ton of UFC, MMA stuff now. I don't know how interested people will be in that. Although recently I've been watching a channel, Mixed Molly Whoppery. Amazing UFC videos. JXE, pretty big fan. I haven't seen much of that content lately, but the CinemaSins videos there were pretty fun. And the stuff that I've seen lately is good too. Good channel. Yeah, more UFC stuff. I guess like Sidemen and KSI and that kind of stuff, although I'm pretty casual Sidemen viewer these days. I'll miss a lot of their videos. They're just so long, and some of them are not really for me, I guess. But I watch KSI's videos. I like KSI. JCS Criminal Psychology makes pretty interesting videos if you're into that kind of thing. I'm not really, but I found those videos interesting. Motivedia make fantastic videos. Nathan Zed would be up there as like top 2 YouTubers of all time for me. One of the funniest YouTubers ever. One of the most insightful, intelligent, just the perfect YouTuber in my opinion, Nathan Zed. Great stuff. I watch The Weasel, MMA content. But I really enjoy that. True Geordie would probably be up there as like my top 3. Love True Geordie's content. So funny. Such good stuff. And then, I mean, what I watch most these days, and listen to most, probably the TMG podcast and Cody Co. and that kind of stuff. Just such funny dudes, Cody and Noel. They have a vaguely similar sense of humor to me and Freddie. Yeah, I mean, there are definitely differences, but I don't know. I find myself laughing out loud a lot at them. Make great content. And yeah, I'll put up any others that I can think of right now. And of course, The Weekly Planet, but that kind of goes without saying. This took me forever. Oh my god. Star Wars character tier list. Well, Nub Nub is in the wrong. Nub Nub should be Goat, because that's not even his name, is it? Nia Nub? Are there 2 Luke Skywalkers here? I guess Last Jedi Luke Skywalker? I mean, yeah, I'm not a huge Star Wars guy, so I'm not like super qualified to give in-depth takes on this, but yeah, feel free to pause and look through this, see if you agree. I would definitely move Jabba the Hutt to GOAT tier, though, 100%. Does B.H. Hudson like The Rise of Skywalker? Not particularly, no. Didn't think it was the worst thing ever, but it was pretty close. No, I'm kidding. It was just kind of nonsensical and poorly paced, and just felt more product-y than the other Star Wars movies to me. The other new trilogy Star Wars movies, I should say. Who would you want to be in the MCU? Personally, I'd love to be Nova. I prefer Richard Rider, but I'd totally be okay with Sam Alexander. So like a new character in the MCU or a current character? I'm gonna say existing character because I'm more familiar with those. Be pretty badass to be Star-Lord, I feel like. I mean, yes, he goes through horrible tragedies in his life. That wouldn't be so fun. But going on space adventures with your friends and listening to cool music, that sounds pretty fun. Space MCU seems like a fun place to be. Yeah, very much off the top of my head, I'll go Peter Quill / Star-Lord. What would you rate the Black Widow movie? 1 unwatchable, 10 best movie you've ever seen. Yeah, I would go 7 to 8. Since people seem to be doing this, thoughts. Favorite movies, I'm guessing. Whew, good list. Hey, these are a lot of my favorites as well. Yeah, Creed, Baby Driver. I love Knives Out. Not a huge Split fan, but to each their own. That Split was pretty good, actually. I feel like now I'm the guy from Split. It's like, actually, it was fucking amazing. Best superhero movie of 2019? Yeah, it's gotta be Endgame. Does Joker even count as a superhero movie, really? I mean, it's not really super and he's not really a hero, but I would still say Endgame was better than Joker. Fight me. And by fight me, I mean don't. It's an opinion and, we can just talk about it. My favorite movies, judge me. I'm liking the Baby Driver I'm seeing up here. Can't lie. Ooh, good recognition for La La Land, Gentleman, Kingsman, World's End, Whiplash, Django. I love to see Popstar there. That's funny. Birdman. Hey, Popstar's a good movie, Good list. I like it. Again, to be clear, you're not posting this for my approval. It's not like if I say I disagree with it, it's like your list is wrong and you should feel bad about it. Just comparing it to mine, you know? Favorite, the Suicide Squad member. King Shark one. That's fun. I like that. Peacemaker made me laugh a lot. They were all good. I really like Bloodsport too. It was just such a badass... Like, yes, I know he was basically Deadshot, like, he can shoot anyone with anything, and he has daughter problems, but Idris was really likable, and, like, the way the suit detached and, like, he used it all as weapons, that was so badass. But I'll go King Shark as well. Star Wars tier list, I'd agree with this, although I'd move this one a little bit down, personally, and this one as well, and Solo as well down, and probably this one up. Have you guys seen Oblivion? I haven't. Tom Cruise is a spaceman, and I guess Morgan Freeman's there. Didn't even know that. I haven't seen it, no. Look at that Tom Cruise hair. Glorious. To BHL, what do you think of the Paddington movies? Haven't seen them. I've heard they're weirdly incredible. I can't wrap my head around how they could be that amazing that people are like, these are the best movies of all time. So I guess I gotta check them out. See what the hype is about. Favorite season of The Office? Gotta go 2. Just so funny. Such a good mix of heart, emotion, and humor. 3 is also really good. And 5. And 4. And 6 has its moments. I'm gonna go 2 and 3. Thoughts on A24? I've liked all the films of theirs that I've seen, I'm pretty sure. They make a lot of horror stuff, which I haven't seen. I'm seeing The Green Knight soon, hopefully, so that'll be fun. Yeah, I mean, Moonlight's amazing. Oh, I'm missing a lot of these. Never mind, I need to see more of these before I make a judgment. But 8th Grade I also loved. Lighthouse is amazing. Wasn't a huge fan of Lady Bird, personally, but, you know, I know everyone else loves that movie. More favorite movies. Pretty good list from where I'm sitting. I do love Good Will Hunting. Super emotional. Let's do 2 more. Can BHL Hudson do an updated best and worst of Star Wars tier... Blech, that came out wrong. Best and worst of Star Wars tier list. Yes, I could make a video about it, but also I could just put it up right here. Boom. And now if I make a video, it's a little redundant, but don't say anything if I do make a video, because I might do that. What is the best superhero movie sequel? I'm gonna say Winter Soldier, personally, but I mean, all these are great. God, this is well edited, you know. I love that. That's great. Yeah, feel free to post more UFC stuff. That's tremendous. All right. I'm sorry, but that's going to be the Reddit for today. From now on, I'm going through top of the month to the bottom. To be fair, though, you only need about 10 upvotes to be like the #1 post for the month. So, you know, just get 10 of your friends to upvote. Thank you guys so much for posting on the Reddit. If you want to post on the Reddit, r/BHL Hudson, go ahead, and I'll go through, hopefully once a month, maybe more. I'm trying to do it once a month. Thank you very much for listening. Nope, wrong outro. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you did, be sure to like this video. Check out my Instagram and Twitter at BHL_Hudson. Check out my TikTok at BHL Hudson. Check out this podcast that I do with a friend of mine where we talk about movies, TV shows, a bunch of nonsense. It's called The Poorly Planned Podcast. And subscribe for more videos like the one you just watched. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.